Hello, today we're going to be going over how to change the side roller on a Galbreath hoist. Today we'll be looking at the standard side roller assemblies and the Galbreath outboard supported roller assemblies. The rear portion of the hoist receives the majority of the stress when loading and unloading a container. The rollers help to support the weight of the container that you are pulling onto the hoist and minimize the stress put on the rear of the hoist. The rollers make it easier for the container to roll onto the hoist by eliminating the friction that would be caused by the hoist rail and the long seals of the container sliding against each other. Hoists that do not have rollers will see their capacity drop in half. Outboard supported rollers provide extra support to the rollers when loading heavy containers, and that is why they are standard on the Galbreath 75,000 pound hoist line and optional on the Galbreath 60,000 pound hoist. It is not unusual to see two sets of outboard supported rollers at the rear of the hoist, the area that sees the highest stress when loading and unloading a container, and three sets of standard rollers towards the front of the hoist. The weight difference between the standard roller assembly and the outboard supported roller assembly is about 9 pounds per roller assembly. This will affect the hoist capacity. The rollers are interchangeable between the standard Galbreath roller assembly and the Galbreath outboard supported roller assembly. The standard roller is a 4-inch OD by 2.5-inch ID tubing with a 2.5-inch OD and 2-inch ID bronze bushing. The roller shaft is a 2-inch tubing that is supported by a 1/2-inch by 3-inch by 5-inch base plate welded to the main frame. The base plate is determined by Galbreath engineers utilizing CAD stress analysis. Some manufacturers drill a hole into the main frame to support the roller shaft, which reduces the section modulus of the main rail by 8% for 5 sets of rollers. The roller shaft is machined and equipped with a grease zerk to provide grease flow to 2 points on the shaft. The roller shaft is secured by a 3-inch OD thrust washer and a 5/16 by 2.5-inch Allen socket head bolt and secured by a 3/8-inch lock nut. The outboard supported roller is a 4-inch OD by 2.5-inch ID tubing with a 2.5-inch OD by 2-inch ID bronze bushing. This is the same roller assembly that Galbreath uses on their standard side roller assemblies. The roller shaft is a 2-inch tubing and is supported by a 1/2-inch by 4.25 by 7 5/8-inch base plate and a 1/2-inch by 5 5/16 by 12 1/8 cage, which is bent and welded to the base plate. The base plate is welded to the mainframe rail. Some manufacturers use a 3-piece cage around the roller assembly, which requires additional weld areas and does not have a smooth transition around the cage. The roller shaft is machined and equipped with a grease zerk to provide grease flow to 2 points on the shaft. The roller shaft is secured by a 2 5/8 by 2-inch by 1-inch collar and a 3/8 by 3.5-inch bolt and secured with a 3/8-inch lock nut. In order to change the roller on a standard roller assembly, always use your personal protection equipment or PPE. In order to change the roller, you will need the following tools: 1/4-inch Allen socket wrench, 1/2-inch wrench, and a grease gun. You will need a new roller assembly and a thrust washer. These are available through Wastequip's Go to Parts. For the roller assembly, the part number is 521AO, and for the thrust washer, the part number is E660. You can contact Go to Parts at 844-468-6727 or on the web at www.gotoparts.com. Step 1 for removing the roller assembly: use your 1/4-inch Allen socket head and your wrench and remove the bolt. Once the bolt is removed, remove your thrust washer and your roller assembly. Install your new roller assembly along with the new thrust washer. Reinstall your bolt. Tighten the assembly. Once it is tight, grease the assembly through the installed grease zerk. In order to change the roller on an outboard supported roller assembly, you will need the following tools: a 9/16 socket, a 9/16 wrench, Phillips screwdriver or small pry bar, channel locks, and a grease gun. Always use your personal protection equipment or PPE. You will need a new roller assembly that is available through Wastequip's Go-To Parts and is part number 521AO. You can contact Go-To Parts at 844-468-6727 or on the web at www.gotoparts.com. We'll use our socket wrench and our regular wrench to remove the bolt. Once the bolt has been removed, we'll use our screwdriver or small pry bar to push the shaft towards the outside. While supporting the roller, use your channel locks to grab a hold of the shaft and pull till you can get a hand on it. Once you can get a hand on it, you can pull the shaft completely out and remove the roller. At this point, we'll grab our new roller, place it inside our cage, slide in our shaft, making sure that we seat into the back of the cage assembly. Install our bolt and tighten. Once we've done all that, at that point, we would use our grease gun to re-grease the roller assembly, making sure that we have smooth movement through the roller assembly.